Hey everyone, this is Gus. Welcome to my. Oh, by the way, Nashville. This is where I pass my New Year's vacations. You can say that. Let me put this microphone a little closer. Yeah, now it's closer to me. Hey everyone, this is Gus again. Welcome to my what do I call it? This? Well, it is some sort of class or demo or reel or whatever you want to call it. Thank you so much for being here. And we're gonna continue with some discussions and probably some kind of, speaking out my mind. Well, um, for those guys that actually are following me in Twitch, I just put this online or on Twitter too, because today is Wacom Workspace Day. That's what I thought, because there is a bunch of this hashtag Wacom Workspace Day. And by the way, I'm gonna do some work, but I'll show you later what is this gonna be. I'm gonna produce them myself because I know screen printing. I know screen printing. I know how to cut vinyl. I know many of the process. I know that, and I'm gonna start inventing in some machinery. You can say that, or some machines or machinery or equipment or whatever you want to call it that. So yeah, I will try to do that. But let me tell you something before. What we are doing right now, we are trying to set this as a space for us artists to communicate ourselves. So if you want guys to just write me a message, just tell me what you want to do or whatever, and I'll try to do my best. And before that, let me check my Facebook. Oh, yeah. Let me check my Facebook because I'm not pretty sure if I'm doing something in my Facebook. Mental note, do something about this. To try to put my camera probably here instead of being here. But this is a nice angle because I have my tablet, I have the computer, and I have all my stuff. Let me see if I'm right now. Oh yeah, I'm live. Okay, that's cool. I am live. Yeah, he's alive. I'm live. Well, thank you so much again. Sorry for the interruption. What I was telling you is what we're trying to do. Well, many guys over the internet are trying to sell you something. I will try to. Okay, let me warn you first. I will try to. But my art. But also, many of the guys are not giving you something, you know, for you to find yourself. Like, okay, I'm an artist and I really want to know how to use this and how to use that, but I don't have the money right now to go to an art school. But let me tell you something. There is a courses in Domestica in Spanish and English. There's courses in what's this other place? Udemy. I have many courses from them. They are pretty much like $10, and you don't need the latest of the latest, the 2022 course, because the only thing that changed with digital art is programs. But you can just try to do anatomy or perspective using programs for for just Photoshop 6 or something like that, or even Photoshop 10 or X or whatever the version is right now. But let me tell you something. Now there is many of these develop, de, develop, yeah, develops in science and pretty much in UI, AI, and this kind of program. So you can do like a free art program like Krita, for example, or a sketchbook, and you can have the same result. If you are talented enough, oh, my brother likes my video. So cool. He's in Ecuador, by the way, South America. Um, so if you are talented enough, let me tell you something. There are so many free, totally free, don't cost you a dime, free tools that you can use. How you can use this tool? Well, that's easy. You can use those tools if you want to go and pursue some kind of career or something, and like art, pretty much illustration or something like that. True, to be true about it is well, this is your first stage. You buy your slave, cheap slave Chinese kind of like a Wacom knockoff because you don't have the money to have the over expensive Wacom that is $500 or 300 bucks or 200 bucks or 500 bucks or 700 bucks. It depends on the size of the slate tablet. But you have 70 bucks to buy yourself a Deco 2 from HP Paint or a Huion only. God knows the name. I don't know much about Huion. But if you have the money, you can just put it together. Have your computer. First, you need a computer. You need muscle. So there's nice places where you can buy like used graphic cards, 8 GB, which is great. Do it 8 GB, and because you don't have the big box, right? 1,300 or something, $1,300 for a graphic card, even though it's 12 GB. That's ridiculous. I have an 8 GB and cost me 250, and I didn't buy it used. I buy it new. And I have it because there was a nice deal like 3 or 4 years ago, and I buy it an RX 580. It's an Asus. And if you want to buy something, you try to find a deal. You don't need more bigger than 12 GB because you are not producing movies. You are not doing cinema. You are not doing like a high-end animations. You are just doing illustrations. For illustrations, you just need a nice program, which is Krita. You need a slate tablet, or a sketchbook. If you ask me, the best program for use with the Chinese knockoff kind of Wacom tablets, which is not, it's not a knockoff because many of them have proprietary technology. Some of them on the other side they have just copy Wacom technology. But anyway, you have those tablets and you want to use it with Krita. Let me tell you something. Even with Wacom, Krita is super difficult. I mean, it's not right out of the box and it's gonna be pretty cool. But that, put us in the path of another application. Another application that is not as expensive as paying Photoshop for $20 per month in the rest of the case. So $30 if you are under a student account or something like that, which is the same Photoshop for every one of us. But anyway, so if you have the Photoshop right now, okay, good for you. But if you don't have any of these applications and you want to start doing art, first, get a new nice computer. You can just put it together. There are so many videos about cable management, what you need, what you need in order to put the programs, to put the system of a computer. You can just put your own computer out of nothing, like I did. My computer is custom made. I made it. Well, it's not like I made it because I not made the motherboard out of nothing or the other components. I just bought it. I bought it and then just put it together. Which is, you don't need the highest degree in computer science to do that, because there's so many instructions online. This is not even funny. It's super easy. It's so easy you don't even believe it. But you can just put your computer together. You go to places like Amazon, Newegg, and even eBay if you want to buy some kind of a used new. And you can put a decent 16 gigabytes of memory and a decent 8 gigabytes graphic card. And well, if you are going to have an 8 gigabyte graphic card, you will need something from 500 watts and up. I mean the PSU, the power source. So yeah, you put together your computer, and by the way, you might need a decent Ryzen 5. I have a Ryzen 7, but you can buy a decent Ryzen 5 or a decent Ryzen 7 or even a decent Ryzen 9 for less than, $500, less than that. So you can just buy it and you can just put it together. The problem is being said right now is the graphic card. The graphic card is no longer $300 or $400. It's like $500, $700, or $800. So there's places in eBay where you can have these kind of sort of miners. I hate them so much. So these miners, they just gave up the graphic cards because they are no longer needed. But they are good for us. I mean, you are not gonna do like intensive gaming, but you can do art. Yeah, you just need that. And let's say 16 gigabytes, 8 gigabytes, 16 gigabytes of RAM, 8 gigabytes. This thing, 1 terabyte drive, it could be a 5200 RPM or a 7200 RPM or whatever, a big one, 3.5 inches hard drive. Or you can use, if you have money, I mean, you can just buy yourself a 1 terabyte for $100 or something for the SSD. So you have many of these, options in the market. Once you have your huge computer, your nice computer, because you need a nice computer, you need something that can withstand with you like the next 5 to 10 years. Well, probably not 10 years, but at least 6 or 7 years. Because the most your graphics and your talent is advancing and your skills is getting more fun, and the most of that, there is certain more possibilities for you to start buying more equipment, like a Wacom, like one of those what is this called, the iPad Pro. Yeah, what is it called, the iPad Pro? It's like, who doesn't know what is an iPad Pro? I know what an iPad Pro is. Yeah, an iPad Pro or whatever you need it for your art. And by the way, you have an iPad Pro. Procreate just $10, and people is doing great art from Procreate, which is leave us to this part. You can just have Clip Studio Paint for $60 or $50. I don't know how much it's right now, but or you can just wait. There is a link in the description of this video. You can just click it and go and visit Clip Studio Paint and see what is this about. So far it's one of the best programs that I try. Is I just bought that program. I bought that program like 3 or 4 years ago, and let me tell you, the romance didn't finish up. Right now, I'm doing this kind of like an advertise for them, but pretty much it's something that I believe in because I bought it. It's not like, oh, let me send gas because I don't have that many followers. No, I buy my Wacom. I know when I'm talking about this Wacom because I've been using this because I buy my camera. Everything is buy. The only thing that I was sent to me was one time, 1 or 2 times actually, the XP Pendicos. They sent me those to try out, and they were very good. So I can tell you, there's more videos in my channel. One of those is my experience and a demo using Deco 1, and there is a demo using the Deco 2. So those are my experience, the good one. Once you have Krita, you have your computer, and you start doing Krita. Well, don't discourage yourself because Krita is difficult. You have to customize pretty much everything. Because Krita, they are pretty good. They have talented programmers, but they are not paid by KDE. They are just for free. They are just guys trying to give us the best the money can buy, but without spending a lot of money. They are not paying those guys. So those guys, they have jobs, 9 to 5, or whatever the job is for one of those programmers, and they are doing this simply for us. So you have to give it a hand and try to customize this for your needs, for your actual needs. And yeah, that brings me to the other thing. Okay, that was my. And so if you want to help me out and to get some kind of to continue my sponsorship by these guys, just follow my links and try to help me out to these artists. And just remember, I'm telling you about that Clip Studio Paint thing because it's what I'm using. This is something that I've been using to do illustration, digital illustration, the last 3 to 4 years, and it's something that I can tell you. And I don't mean using, like special layers or the special things or all the kind of stuff. I'm not exploiting 100% all the kind of stuff that Clear Studio Paint has for us digital artists, because I'm pretty much like a traditional guy. Look, this is what I do being traditional. This is markers. So since I am a traditional guy, and I was jumping this last 3 to 4 years into digital, and I can tell you that doing just from out of the what is this called? Out of the box, Clear Studio Paint has very very good this kind of programs. I mean, this kind of advantages, this kind of brushes, this kind of effects. They have pretty good, and for that sort of money, I mean, you pay $50 or $60, I'm not sure, for Clear Studio Paint Pro, and you have unlimited updates and upgrades. So it's not like you're paying those guys monthly. You already have the program, and if you want the most the not that cheaper, but the most you know um, the most advanced, which is not advanced, it's the same pretty much, is the Click Studio Paint X EX. So it's gonna be like $200, which is still cheap, because if you just check paying $20 for Photoshop or $30 for each month, is gonna be 360, and you don't know the program, because the program is gonna be with you as long as you are paying the membership, or the whatever it is, their mode, the monthly fee or the monthly rent or whatever. As long as you're paying the rent, the fee to Adobe, you have Photoshop. If you don't pay to Adobe and you fail to pay, they'll just simply disconnect Photoshop. Probably they give you like 30 more days for you to make up your mind and come back to Papa, which is, that's what Adobe does. So that is the one thing. But with Clear Studio Paint, that doesn't exist. So the other thing is the sketchbook and the other programs, they are free. But let me tell you, they are not the best version. Well, the sketchbook is like a sketch. You can try to do it, and it depends on you. It depends on how many hours you wanted to put into it. But let me tell you, you don't do a nice illustration, a perfect illustration, or a professional illustration in just 1 hour. Probably you do a sketch, but is it somebody hiring you to do a nice illustration? You will do that in probably 2 to 3 hours, or at least that is my experience with that. Because this little girl here and this guy here too, markers, just markers, and India ink, they took me around 1 to 2.5 hours. But I was so absorbed trying to get this perfectly that I just forgot about the time. That is happening with us artists all the time. So yeah, that will take you. But it's good to be fast, but it's also good to be precise. Besides, if you have like 7 or 8 months, people pretend to be fast and doing this because they are charging like $40 for an illustration. So they say, well, my hour is $40, and they do one illustration in $40. But the truth is, sometimes they ask you, not the same girl with not much clothes and just a white background. Sometimes they want something more complex, something more meaningful. So they tell you, if you tell it, oh, it's gonna be like $40, and I will give you this with the background, with the whole story, and I will give you this illustration for your children book. True is, you are lying to yourself, because you are gonna make a mediocre kind of work, because first you don't have the good incentive, because $40 for 4 hours, not even in the uh, probably in the third world in India or in some very poor place in Africa, that might be good. But yeah, if you are a guy that go to university in any part of the world, $40 for doing that is, man, slavery is illegal. It's not even funny, and you just turn down that, or like the others is, or like the others idiots that they're just, oh, if you help me out and set up these characters and set up of this imagery, or whatever the concept of my next comic book, because my story is so good, it's so cool that it's gonna be bought probably by DC, Image, or one of those comics. And if you help me out with that, I will put you in the credits. No, I don't care. Actually, I'm not in the credits with anyone, and I don't care. If I gonna help somebody, it's because it's my friend, because I wanna help that somebody. But that somebody knows that I have a job, and I have clients, and I have this and that, and I have to film first. And how am I gonna put the rice and beans on my table and my family instead of doing your friend your little pet project? Because if you don't have money, it's a pet project. Yeah, many people didn't know that. They didn't want to know. But the truth is you don't have money to do that. And you are just asking God to do the penciling of your comics. You're asking David to do the inks. You are asking Sarah to do the coloring. And you are doing a pretty bad, actually, history or something like that. And you are not some sort of a William Shakespeare of the comics arts. Turns out it's a pet project. It's like a hobby, pretty much. And I would tell it's a pet project. It's not a real project. It's not a real enterprise. It's not a real commitment. Because if you are not willing to sacrifice something or invest something, it's not worth it. Because at the end of the day, it could be great if I just go to a publisher and say, hey, I like to publish this book of illustration. I have my illustrations, but I want you to start, publishing it, and I don't have a dime, unless you are HR Jigger or probably Ross, or probably not even Ross, because Ross has Patreon, not even Susarte or any guy that I know, they have Patreons for that. The publisher will just give you the body, get you out of here. You know why? Because that is not even a business. People need to make their earnings. It's not like you are just trying to discover the next wheel. No, that's stupid. And just forgive me if I have to tell you this, but if you are one of those persons that said, I can get my idea working using other people's money, probably you are a con artist, or you're just deceiving yourself. You are lying to yourself. You're a maniac or something like that. And you are not living the reality. The reality is that we, the artists, have to put rice and tables on rice and beans on our tables. We have to put money in our pockets because we need to buy things. We have to pay bills. We need to buy our equipment. We need to buy anything. This microphone that I have wasn't a gift. I had to buy it. Same on the camera, the same on my lights, which is I had to, probably put like a little floodlight or something. Probably give me an idea next time. Well, anyway, what I'm trying to tell you is you should have something to offer if you want somebody to take you seriously. Oh, I want you to make my characters because I love your style, but I don't have money, but I'm gonna put your name in my credits. Really? That's not the way the world works. So yeah. So well, getting back, probably many of you have one of those offers, like when I was in my Facebook group, How to Roll Comics. Many people say that, and we just send those guys to out of here. So yeah, that happens a lot. And just remember that if you are not a famous artist, if you are having had the, the exposition they have, or the exposure, actually, exposure is the word. No, you don't have the exposure they have. Well, that doesn't mean you are not entitled to have a salary. I mean, you are sweating those drawings, those pencils, those inks, those paintings. You're sweating pretty much that. So you are entitled to earn something out of that. You have money. Yeah. They said, no, we are going to pay you with the royalties. Seriously? No, that doesn't work. Doesn't work that way. Well, that is for you to try to avoid these scammers. I call them scammers because that's what scammers do. Try to get your money and put it in giving you nothing, or trying to get you to do something without them paying a dime. That's scam. And you have to be very aware of those guys. So, by the way, we are going to try to finish Jinx today because we have Jinx. We have to try to finish or at least advance a little more with her. And well, just remember, if you want to try also Clear Studio Paint, there's a link in the description of this video. And also, it's because this video, this class, you can say, was brought to you by them. So yeah, try it. Just try it. They have like 30 to 60 days or something for tryout, which is pretty good. And if you are pretty nice, you will end up buying because you said, okay, this is great. It's even better than Photoshop. Let me tell you, I have bought and I've been using more Creative Paint than Photoshop. I do Photoshop for some kind of art because of the brushes, but I do Creative Paint pretty much for all my things that I put on my YouTube channel and online. Yeah. I use Creative Paint. I'm gonna start using Krita so much too because I won't let Krita want me. No, I won't let them beat me. No. I will beat them, guys. So I will try to get the best, very good art out of Krita. And just forget that, and don't forget that, and don't let yourself be in one of those scammers. Nails, you can say it, and the grip. Just get out there if they are offering you to do that thing because that's not true. That's not true. That's simply bullshit. Yeah, is BS. Simple BS. Well, the other thing is, if you want to support or help these artists, you can just go to my coffee and buy me a coffee. Coffee.com is a place where you can buy me a coffee. It's like Patreon, but you can buy me a coffee. And it's $3. It's cheaper than Starbucks. So yeah, you can buy me a coffee and help me out. And also, if you want to help out to grow this channel, just subscribe. It's free. Oh, by the way, you can ask me as many questions you want because I'm monitoring all my channels. You can ask me as many questions as you want, and I will answer them in a timely manner, and I won't charge you a dime. I don't have the super chat, but I don't think I need it. So yeah, please, totally acceptable that. Please send me any request, any question. I will answer in a timely manner and in the measure of my knowledge. If I don't know anything, I will tell you, well, I don't know that thing, but let me see what I can Google it about it, and I'll try to help you out. I will never let you in the air just hanging out. No. And well, there's coffee. If you want to support this artist, buy me coffee. And also, I have a link of PayPal, which is in the what is this called? The header of my YouTube channel. Just put whatever you want. You are not obliged to, but help me out to put more of this free content for those artists in the internet because there is many people that they have these videos, but the truth is they just want to sell you the what is it called the classes. I don't want to sell you classes. I want to sell art, not classes. Okay, but I will give you this class and these discussions for free. because I'm just speaking my mind. I don't know. I'm pretty chatty. I like to talk. Well, the other thing is don't forget to follow me in all my social media. I have Twitter, I have Twitch, I have YouTube, which is probably you are watching me right now on YouTube or Twitch. I have Facebook, I have Instagram. Just follow me there, and I will appreciate that. And don't forget that if you are, visiting this channel because this is part of your research, because you are looking for an illustrator. Right now, I'm between projects. I'm going to be in projects probably in the next 2 weeks. But right now, I'm between projects. Meaning, I don't have much to do, but I have another projects that I'm just finishing. But right now, I don't have much to do, like illustrations coming. So you can just send me a request and go visit my website, and you will see all the kind of portfolio that I have, and you see what is the extent of my range of styles, because I can do many styles. True is, many people is just specializing right now in doing either blizzards, mangish, or Chinese in the middle, which is pretty much a mix of them. I'm pretty much liking the European comics, because if you see this girl, she doesn't look like manga. And neither she. She's not manga. So yeah, I can do that, but pretty much I like the idea of doing more European oriented kind of illustrations or comics. I'm pretty much I want to put me in the middle between the the very very not classic, not tight kind of a style, pretty much freehand, and then nice anatomy, the perfect anatomy. I like to put me in between those styles, between the Renaissance and the Fauves. The Beast, yeah, Donatello, Donatello between the Fauves of the Beast. That's what the Fauvism was born, because there was a guy who made who made like a statue, like looks like Donatello, but there is a bunch of painters that were like savages, so they call, oh mon Dieu, Donatello between the Fauves. Yeah, Donatello among the beast. Yeah, so yeah, that is pretty much for this. And just don't remember, subscribe to the channel and share the content on the channel. Well, let's go to the Jinx. I hope you like this. This is Jinx. And let me put this microphone back where it was. Yes. Okay, we have Jinx. So this is Jinx. Who is Jinx anyway? Well, probably you know. But Jinx, let me open this, my little fella, which is known as PureRef. PureRef is the program that I use for my references for mood boards. Why you can do that? Why you should do that? Well, I do that because I need it. Everyone needs references. Well, that is so BS. And the people said, "Oh, you don't need references. You are gonna be, creating people from your imagination." Well, that is true. That is untrue, because the human body and the poses sometimes you need, unless you have been doing so many references over the years that they're just like second nature for you. So yeah, that happens a lot. So when that happens, okay, I know that, but so yeah, I have this Jinx right now, and what I'm doing is trying to replicate a style that was done by this guy. What is his name? Mark Brunette, who is a teacher. He has this kind of teaching in the internet, and yeah, she looks pretty cool, but she is not finished at all. So I'm gonna try to finish her. Well, Mark Brunette said that he has this style. Wow, that's so cool. That's so cool. That's a very good idea. See, I can just make it later. But my brunette had this style, and this style is making these guys into. Let me get this because um, yeah. Let me make. First, we are going to copy these two layers. I hope you are watching this part because I'm gonna duplicate these layers. Why you're gonna duplicate these layers? Well, because that happens all the time. So I'm gonna duplicate this, and I'm gonna make this out. They are gonna be here, but are not going to be used. Why I'm duplicating layers? Because let me tell you, sometimes you just mess up and you just don't know how to return and making C, Control C. Sometimes it's a little difficult. So you need to duplicate layers. It's a religion. It's a religious thing. Sorry, I was watching The Mandalorian too. Well, not The Mandalorian, the Book of Boba Fett. I like Book of Boba Fett. It's nice. Well, so you have this guy here. So yeah, you have all this. This is the flat. And you are going to make, oh, you need also a duplicate of this layer too. Bye. And you're gonna make this into one layer. But first, I need to do something before doing this. And I need to make these guys into whatever the color is. So let me put this into color. And oh no, this is the 3 layers in color. Sorry. So yeah, let me put this guy, the black one, into colors. The ink. Let me put the ink into the color. Yeah, I said that I don't using it, not using this too much, but I also told you that I like to use it a lot. So yeah, not color is probably not much. Color burn, yeah, it's not the same. I don't like it much. So yeah, let me put this in the multiply, which was, let me see if I put multiply or normal. It's pretty much the same. So yeah, let me put it into normal. And right now, I'm gonna make a one here. And I'm gonna make this guy. No, oh, okay, I'm gonna make this dependent this. So when you use this little thing in here, you're making this dependent on the other. So this one here is gonna be a mask of the other. So let me get this straight. So we are going to need whatever is this to have this. So we do this. Yeah. So right now we have the color of this little fellas like this. Yeah. So we have these colors. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So everything that is gonna be blue is in the midst of the blue. Oh, really? Yeah, we are gonna put it in the midst of the blue. So yeah, you have this like a colors of the blue is bluish. So yeah, okay. Face. Face is like this. So she will be like this. So the face is see, the face is changing the color to something more facey. Yeah, you can see that more like a face. See, so we have this here, and it's the colors. See, and also we might use this a little. Yeah, since we are yeah, since this is color that's gonna be like a nice coloring. So yeah, we are going to make this. Yeah, because True is this is gonna be like a pretty much the base color of this. So we are just making the base color of this thing. Why we are doing that? Because we need it. Why we need it? Oh, because I'm the artist and I tell you how this works, and I don't care about what you think. No, the truth is we need this because they are going to be, or but this is for the moment. This is because I need this. But later on, I will make these guys into a new kind of convention. But this is pretty much the color that we can use, you know, for many of these things. So yeah, we can do this. See, when you change this color, everything that is here, it will become, you know, like a nice color. But it won't stay this way. What we are doing is, while we're creating this mask and changing the color of our lines, well, because we can. Not actually because we need it. And we're just making this a little more. This because we need this part. We need this part. See? This part we need. This part and this part. And this part. Not this part, because the other part to be like this, we are going to make this a little more less. Probably a little more like this. No. But no. Probably a little. See? Creating a little. I need it smaller. Need it smaller. See? And this guy. So we have here certain elements. Okay. So this is what I'm gonna do with the skin, the part of the skin that is the part of the skin that is in here. So I just need to put some. This is not the part that is in the. Oh, let me put this. Okay, so let me get back to this. Yeah, maybe we need like a little, you know, here we need like this because probably we need some. Yeah, it's gonna be See, it's gonna be like this. But this is what I can tell you, problem per se. Well, no, it's not a problem. This is gonna be also a duty per se if you're trying to do this, because you're trying to set the ideas of this. Yeah. So yeah. Okay. So let me. It's a little. Okay. So we're trying to do the best of my abilities to recreate these things and make them more buildable, because we are using light and shadow. So instead of making the the darkest part inside, I mean outside, I'm gonna make the darkest part inside. So you will see a darker part of the gun, the rail gun, or whatever the Gatling is inside. You won't see that outside, because outside I will use pretty much what is called light. So I'm gonna use the. Okay guys, I'm doing this, and well, this is pretty much how she looks like. See? And well, this part, well, we already did this part, the blue eyes. Okay, now that this is how she looks normal, this is how she looks with the little coloring we did in the lines. See, it's way better. Yeah, see, looks way better. But this is the way we did it. So yeah. So what we are gonna do is making this, all this in the same layer. Merge select the layers. So we have one. Okay. this is the layer that controls all the shadows. Okay, so yeah. And by the way, we can just put this control. Let me see if I put it in color. No, I don't think it works. Normal. And what happens if I put the flags first and I put the flags in color? Whoa, okay, looks nice. Well, that's the way the flags looks in color. Looks pretty cool. But that is not the way I want it. Sorry. Yeah, this is the way for the color, for the flats. But we just take the color and put it in normal. This is the way better. So yeah, let me do her face, which is pretty psycho face and very, very psychologically complicated face. Where's the face? Where's Jinx face? Oh yeah, it's here. So yeah. Okay, so we have her this way. Good thing is we can just next we'll make this. Oh, let me put this guy. Yeah. Ooh. Normal. Normal. Why is she doing this? Oh. Huh. Oh, because I was using this. Ah, gotcha, my friend. So the best way for me to do this is just make this. That, yeah, way better. Oh, this is not the way it is. So yeah, I guess I rather have this. Like, do not use this. Yeah. So I'm gonna put this. Actually, a problem. I don't know how this works. Yeah. So yeah, now we have this in a better way. So yeah, this is how she works. So this is my flat. This is the girl. So next good thing is we have this, because when we have this, we can do this. Let me show you. Oh, sorry. Yeah. I know this. So we can just see. Okay, I did something pretty bad. Don't tell me that I cannot. Ah, see? For that reason, you cannot do this. Undo, undo, and undo. Please undo this. Ah, great. Hmm. Bye. No, I'm gonna lose something. Where's my history? This. Oh, where's the history? Blame, 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 blame. Clipping. Blame, blame. Okay. Switching clipping. Yeah. You have history here. Guys, you have history, not whatever undoes, but you have history, so you can just blend this thing. Well, since we are using the blender, let me make another duplicate layer of this girl. Just let me put it in there. Just in case if this thing happens again, which I don't like it. So yeah, let me do some of the things that she has here. Yeah. And yeah, this thing is gonna be like this. Yeah, and we are gonna make this like a little image like this. Making this a little more like and we have this. And so we make these guys into whatever it was. See? And we haven't even started doing light. So far, this is what we have. Since we haven't started even doing light, we can just make these guys into something more nice or nicer. See? You can keep some. Oh, by the way, let me save this thing. Oh, always remind yourself you have to save these things because you don't need when you don't know when you're gonna need it. Saying when you're doing this in certain parts, you are making light. Okay, right now we are ready for the what's this called? For this whatchamacallit, shadows. So we are ready for the shadows. I mean, not for the shadows, light. Oh no, this is not what I meant. Okay. Huh. This is not what I meant. Okay. So yeah, let's use the light. So the light is gonna be a little more complex. Hmm. Yeah, let me use this layer here. Okay. Back to the old layer, but let me use it just for one time. And what I'm gonna do is just making this. And I don't know what I'm gonna put. This is difficult. This is gonna be a little hard. But let me make this a mask. Makes a new layer. No, but I just did. Bye. Yeah, I just need a selection. Oh, forgot this selection too. Mm. Mm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is all the selections. So let me select color, create mask, whatever, whatever the selection is. Um, let me make it into a quick mask. Select quick mask. Yep. So this is the new selection I have. Okay. And this is gonna be a quick mask. A quick mask. So let me see if I want to paint this white. Okay. Okay, it's coming a little out. Okay, layer color. Mm. Hmm. Oh. Uh, I mean a selection layer. Select selection layer. Yeah, selection one. So this is the selection layer. I guess I have to do Alt here, and then they will select. So let me see if I can. No. So let me see if I can. and yeah, let me go and do black. Okay, that's the problem because you are supposed to be with this selection. Uh, oh, mm, uh, create a selection. Yeah, so we have this selection for this layer, and we're gonna do this. Okay, so they said I got to do highlight and can use whatever is in this spectrum because it's not gonna be like a visible if I'm doing the other. See, so let's see the this will hmm. Oh, I'm using this in this side. So select, let me invert selected area. It's here, yeah. So right now it's here, and now it's gonna be better. So let me do the see how like things here. Mhm. Okay, and she will have like this, and don't forget she has like this over here, and she has like this over here, and she has like this. So let's see how it works. me make this guy a little bigger. Okay. Oh. Okay. We have a little more expression here. Let me put more. See this? Kind of. So let me make this. No. Perfect. Looks better. Okay, let's do the like and the really? Hey man, don't put me more spam there, please. Get alive. So let's do a little more there. Okay, let's see what we have right now so far. First, let me get the selection layer. Control D. And yep, this is what we have so far. Yeah. We will finish, do some finishing and some details. Probably next week. I have to do the tattoo and I have to finish the railgun and I have to do something with that. Yeah. But pretty much this is the light that we have been doing, and we are gonna add some more color, some other stuff. This is so far what we've done. Let me show you the expression. We finally get some here. See, you see the expression. You see the colors of the expression. Probably put some more details next time in this, and probably I'm gonna do next time I will do background. We need a background here. Well, I want to say thank you publicly to Marbinet because this is his. Well, mine have some peculiarities that are mine, but this is his workflow. First, he start doing the what is it called? The let me put my microphone here. First, he will start doing the rough sketch, inks, and then we'll start doing like you know the flats, and then with the flats he will start doing the what is called what is it called, the shadows. Okay, so he will start doing the shades and shadows, and then he will making the same layer into the same layer, convert merge into the same layer the what is this called, the ink and the shadows. He is using pretty much in his style what is it called, airbrushing. I'm using more like rough brushes because, and I'm using not much all the time, but I'm using some blending but not perfectly blended because I want the brutality style, I mean the rough stage, so I want to keep it that way. And also he has he's also colorizing the lines but using another method. This is my method, the one that I've been trying all these years, and this is pretty much the workflow of my Brunei. Yeah, he started doing that, and that is called the sketch. The sketch, he will start using sketch, then the sketch, the line art, the inks, and when there will go to the shades, just shadows, and he will start doing the shadows. But before that, the flats. By the way, I just forgot the flats, and then the shadows, and then he will, you know, go forward using lights, and then he will do details that we will do next week. We will do details next week and see if we can just finish it right now. I'm pretty comfortable. I like this kind of style, this kind of painting because I've been using so many years watercolors and acrylics. So yeah, I like this kind of colors, that kind of expressionism, and I will do that. And well, see you next week. But remember, if you want to help out these artists, well, you can just always buy me a coffee. Go to coffee.com and buy me a coffee, just $3. Or also, I have a link for my PayPal account. It's in the top of the header of my channel header, actually. Yeah. And by the way, also, if you want to support these artists and don't have money, well, don't worry. You are not obligated to give me money. Um, just subscribe and share this content with your friends. If your friends want to go into the arts, I'm happy to help. Just send me a message. I'll probably send me using the messages and whatever on my social media, and which is the pretty much this is Twitter, the Instagram. I have Facebook also, and you can just put me a message on YouTube too. and just show me what your stage of the art is, and I'm happy to help. And if it turns out you're way better than me, I say, oh man, I should be asking you, advices, not the other way around. So yeah, that might be it. And next week, I guess next week we are going to finish this, pretty much finish it, and we are gonna make some nice background because I want to put silk on the background, so it will be more like a posturing kind of stuff. But I'm not gonna do silk like perfect. I'm gonna do silk like rough, rough, rough. I want the eyes that we are ideas that is glowing all the time. I want that. Yeah, that is gonna be for the next week. And just remember, subscribe. Have this artist also. Another form way to help this artist is by clicking your vein. There's a link in the description of my videos. And remember this, click shipping is only 60 bucks or 200 bucks. Personally, I'm using the 60 bucks version or the 50 bucks. It costs me half of the price when I buy it. And let me tell you, it's great. I've been using, this is the one I'm being using right now. It's not the other way around. I haven't been using Photoshop. I'm using just Click Studio Paint, and whatever you're watching here is just using what Click Studio Paint have, and have like 200 more things than this. So yeah, take my advice and buy yourself Click Studio Paint and start practicing. And if you don't want to buy it right now, you can just try it. The tryout is like 30 to 60 days or something, and try out and you will get in love. If you like art, and by the way, hashtag I'm not a manga artist, so you don't need to be a manga artist or a mangaka to use Click Studio Paint. Yeah, any artist can use it. So yeah, I'm doing my pretty much all the things in my channel, all my concept art, all my what is this called? All my illustrations I'm doing using Click Studio Paint. So well, this is everything for today, and thank you so much for joining me. Remember to subscribe; it's free, and just follow this artist and help me out to grow this channel. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day, and remember, it happens that you are a publisher or something and you need an illustrator, well, I'm between projects right now. Just drop me a message or send me an email. Go to my website, donnastudio.com, and you can see my portfolio. Check it out. Well, I haven't updated my portfolio since like 1 year ago or something, so there's so many things that have been left out. But I promise I'm gonna update it. It's a shame. I'm so sorry. Well, anyway, and there is a very huge portfolio there, so you will see what I'm doing. And just that's it for today, folks. And thank you so much for joining me. And I'll see you next week. Thank you so much.